We're only 4 points off the top 6, but we're only 6 points off relegation. We're really in that mid-table obscurity at the moment. And with 2 wins today against teams that are probably lower from us in the table and achievable games in which we can get 6 points out of, that will really help our standing. So for episode 5, episode 5 I think of season 3, I'll check that quickly now. For episode 5 of season 3, roll the intro.
Goes Pompey, 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 you're the team. Pompey, 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 you're the cream. Pompey, you're the greatest, and we'll keep following you. Yeah, we'll keep following Pompey, following the boys in blue.
Hello everyone, I did check and welcome to episode 5 of season 3 of the Football Manager 2018 series with Portsmouth. Before we continue, I just want to apologise for no video yesterday. It's simply just the fact that I didn't get time, and B, as I said earlier in the week, I said, you know, there is going to be some times that I just simply don't get a chance to do a video, but today I'm doing a video for you guys. We're playing away from home against Wigan and at home against Derby. So as you can see, we're in 14th place and quite close to the playoffs. It's really close this year, apart from Southampton, Norwich and Palace, who have really pulled away the top 3 clubs, who are 7 points at least in front of 4th place respectively. Listening to last week's review, obviously we went out of the 3rd round of the Carabao Cup, and since then we haven't lost, but at the same time, we haven't won. So we're unbeaten, but we got 3 points out of the last 3 games. We can't seem to win at the moment. We haven't won since the 31st of August, which is really alarming. Today we're playing against Wigan and Derby. Wigan in the relegation zone, so really I hope that we can get back with a win against Wigan. But we drew 1-1 with Millwall. We were 1-0 down, and then Long got one back straight away. Against Southampton, actually, Colquitt put us 1-0 up, and then Townsend got a goal back. And then in our last game against Wolves, it was 0-0. So that's not too bad. But today's game, we're going to have a little bit a different formation of a 4-2-3-1. See how that works. Allsop in goal. Thompson, Burgess, Clark and Wiggins at the back, with May and Myler in the midfield. Actually, I'm going to change May to Colquitt. And then Lowe, Chaplin and Abita in the attacking midfield, with Chris Long up front, because it seems that Chaplin is doing really well at the moment, as Chaplin is the highest scorer in our team. But actually, Liam McAlindon is the highest assist taker this season, so I suppose you could take that as a little bit of a positive. But I haven't played FM for a few days now, so I'm going to have to get myself refreshed back into it. It's the first game I've played in a few days. So obviously we're playing against Wigan, and we need a win at the end of the day. That's the long and short of it. If we don't get a win today, it's not too great for us. But it seems to have had some brilliant possession at the start of the game, and we are going to try and control this game, because clearly we are dominating the game. So surely we should be able to control the game, because we're getting about 60% of possession on average. But unfortunately, nothing's happening at the moment, which I don't quite get. You know, we can't score goals at the moment. We've booked it up. We're doing fine defensively, but then we can't score. So it's just swings and roundabouts completely. But so we got the ball back courtesy of Clark, but they've just won it back. Dominic Samuel, Clark, really doing the good work in defence. Myler to Abita on the wing. Nice passing, nothing stupid. Probably go and lose the ball now. Chaplin, nice ball to Low, I like it. Lovely ball to Long. Long still on the ball. Chaplin building up slowly but well here. Abita into the box, heads it for Long, and Chris Long puts it in the back of the net. And we are 1-0 up here against Wigan. I don't quite know whether we ought to just put Chaplin as an attacker with Chris Long. I think that would probably work with Chaplin as an advanced forward. Apologies for the messages going off in the background. I'll sort that out in a minute. I forgot to put the iPad on silent because it's charging before the video. But as you can see, Long and Chaplin are now both up front. But Long gets the goal, which is really nice too. We'll probably go 1-1 though, that's the only problem. Power to Byrne, Nathan Byrne. Can't even pronounce his name. Max Power for Wigan. Lenihan on the wing. Lenihan puts it into the box for Samuel to Keane, and it's 1-1. Will Keane's got the goal. Never mind, let's go straight back to Chaplin as an attacking midfielder, shall we? I think that's probably best. So we did take the lead there, which is good. I don't know if it was the tactical change or what, but that's a little bit worrying. The fact that we're now, it's 1-1. So we are going to get to counter-attacking, because it seems that even though we did have the dominance in the game, we couldn't produce anything of any substantiality. Something like that word. I can't really get it out, but substantiality. Something like that. Something that's substantial anyway. That's what I'm trying to get. I can write it out on paper, I just can't pronounce it. 3 minutes left anyway till extra time, half time, and we're drawing 1-1 here at the DW against Wigan. Is there going to be anything happen before half time? Win the ball back. Max Power gets it back for them. Nathan Byrne, Samuel, please don't. So we're going to go behind, and we nearly are. Their striker puts it on the post and it goes out. I'm not going to try and pronounce his name. Giacarez, it might be. Giacarez? Not quite sure, but we'll go Giacarez, because that sounds about right. But Giacarez calls it off. Kicks it off for that first bit of the second half. See, that's the reason why we're drawing, because I've tried so much to pronounce Jaio Querez's name. I'd see it changed every time. I think, I'm going to go with this one. It changed every time. Anyway, for us, 46 minutes in actually, just after half-time. Low dribbles it past a player into a beater. He shoots and he scores. What a fantastic finish that is from a player who's not a striker, a player who shouldn't really be scoring goals. He should be the supplier of the goals. But Jordan Abita gets yet another one. Jamal Lowe dribbles it beautifully, as you can see here, past that defender. No nonsense. And he puts it into his other wing partner. And that's a lovely volley from Jordan Abita and put that in the back of the net. And I bet Wolves feel stupid for letting him go now. Obviously, we signed Abita last January, or this January if you want to call it that, for about £500,000, which I think was more than worth it. He was unsettled at the Wolves, just to remind you. And, you know, I think he's a really good player. He's only 25 and he is definitely not in his prime just yet. He's still got a few improvements to make, I would say. But, you know, he's already a good player, which helps. Dominic Sallion on the wing, 10 minutes after. Samuel Burgess gets it out, though. Low. Put that up, son. Go on. I don't care if you lose the ball now. Low. I do care if you lose the ball now. He's dribbled it past Byrne. Nearly past going. Chaplin, it's a long and it's nearly 3-1. Oh, dear, I thought, come on. And it never worked, basically. We're going to say to do early crosses. Just be a bit more disciplined, but we scored a goal from the corner. I didn't think we'd score a goal from the corner. That very rarely happens. But we have now scored a goal from a corner. As you can see, these games are absolutely must win, because now, as it stands, we're only 2 points off the playoffs. That just shows how big of a win this is, and how, you know, inconsistent the rest of the championship are this year. And that is really good. But Abita to Long, to Colkit, to Abita, shoots again, and Abita nearly gets his second one of the day. Absolutely fantastic play from Abita today. Lowe's picks up a bit of a niggle, so we'll bring Naismith on for him. And we'll also bring, we'll keep it as it is at the moment, actually. 60 minutes in here at the DW. We've definitely dominated this second half, but to be fair, we dominated the game. You know, we've had 14 goals, 14 shots on goal, so I think we do deserve to be doing this and, you know, putting on the style. But we've got another corner. Colkit puts it in, and it goes out. Back to Long, though. To the corner, taking Colkit into the box to Chaplin. It's 4-1 to the Portsmouth. Surely, nothing can change now. That's number 10 for Chaplin this season. And I was just saying, we can't score the goals. We got the defender, all right, but they can't score the goals. Well, today is just proof that we have scored the goals. And proof, if you take a little bit of time off FM and just breathe sometimes, the game works in your favour. That is absolutely fantastic. We'll proceed with the changes after the goal. I don't see any point of not doing that. We're on top here. We've got another call. Colkey puts it in. Donovan Daniels puts it out for Michael Jacobs. He used to play for the Wolves. I think I've seen him live, if I remember. Michael Jacobs to Lenihan. We should really get that back, courtesy of Wiggins. Puts it in to Max Power. This could be a goal for Wigan. Thompson gets that back. Myler. Naismith. We've got direct passing on now, so just shoot that up the pitch. Naismith's on the ball. Thompson. Colkey. Someone just put a pass, for God's sake. Chaplin. Lovely ball over to Long. He's in the box, and that doesn't quite strike cleanly. But luckily, on this occasion, it's not crucial, because obviously we have a 3-goal lead, so it's really not a concern at present. But we'll bring Adam May on for David Myler and Banks Landell on for Burgess. Purely just some rotational change, just to make sure that the midfield and the defence has a little bit of freshness in it, and there's no mistakes made, not necessarily due to fatigue. A few minutes left, though, here at the DW, and this is a fantastic result for us. I am genuinely really pleased about this, and hopefully we can go and follow that on in the game against Derby. That would be brilliant for us. But a stupid pass there by B. The only real wrong thing he's done this game. Will Keane, though, to Samuel. This could be 4-2. Byrne shoots, Jacob shoots, and it's 4-2. I very much doubt they could come back from this now. But we are going to go on counter-attack and just tell them to tighten up, just to make sure that the unthinkable does not happen. We've got 5 minutes of extra time here. It could happen, but as that time dwindles away, I don't think it will. So we are only 2 points off the playoffs now, and only a few goals off any other team that are on the same amount of points as us. And apparently Naismith handled the ball, so that's just simply going to be a free kick, and it will be full time. So we've got our first win in 8 or 9 games, and I'll tell you what, that was quite convincing. I don't care it came against Wigan, who are down the bottom. We just needed a win at the end of the day, and that seems is what we've got here. So, we move on next week to a game against Derby County. They are now behind us in 12th, and as you can see here, hopefully it'll come up. There we go. Where is it? No, it's not. But Wolves have sacked Nigel Clough. We're actually the favourite to take charge of the Wolves. I don't know what I think about that. Because I think Wolves have maybe got a little bit more potential than us. Ooh, it's a tricky one, but I think we'll be staying at Portsmouth for the time being. Anyway, let's not worry about the Wolves job at the moment. Let's go to Derby County and back to Fratton Park. Is it Fratton? Yeah, it's Fratton Park. And watch the Pompey play on their own ground. Only made one change then for the Derby game. How could you possibly make any changes after that 4-2 win? Obviously, the only change that's needed is the Naismith in for Jamal Lowe. He's going to be out for about 6 weeks. So not too brilliant for him, but luckily we do have the backup and the depth in the squad to try and do that. And Paul Heckingbottom, the Barnsley manager, has said this week that apparently we don't have what it takes to stay up. And I just don't get people's logic on football managers sometimes. I mean, why wouldn't we not have what it takes? You know, we're 9 points above the relegation zone. Never mind. He's probably right. 30 seconds in, we're behind. There's me getting all hot cocky and on my high horse saying, oh, we're really good. We are Portsmouth up the Pompey. You know, we're going to be in the Premier League next season. Don't worry about it. But Vyman has just completely mugged us. And that's not a brilliant start. I don't really know what to say that. That's kind of, well, yeah, it's took me by surprise. But we're going to make a few tactical changes, see if they change anything. And we've done nothing in 20 minutes, so it's obvious we need something to give us a bit of oomph in this game. But a beater. An interesting ball across to Naismith, to say the least. Chaplin to Naismith again. Lovely ball through to, it did go through to Sterry in the end. Myler to a beater. A beater running across into the box. Chaplin doesn't quite get it. Slash Kev is that, I don't know. To Myler. Colkett. Or Van Aanholt wins it back for Derby. Russell Martin. Ledley. Good player, Ledley. Andreas Vyman shoots again, but Allsop gets that one. And I'll tell you what, I keep saying this about Allsop. Allsop is a good goalkeeper. It's a shame that McGee went to Huddersfield, but I think in January we will try and reinvest. If there's a goalkeeper in January that we think, oh yeah, he seems good, and he's at the right place, we'll definitely sign him and Allsop just become a backup figure again. But I think, you know, if needed, he's all right at first team level. Colkett to Myler. Back to Colkett again. Chaplin to Naismith. Shoots, and it's a goal! Lovely stuff from Naismith. We'll actually turn more direct passing off. We don't really need that, I don't think. Let's have a look at this highlight. Seemed very well played. And I like about this team that they've got a real good team spirit in the play for each other, you know, as you can see. That forward six, the attacking midfielders, the midfielders and the strikers really work together. And Naismith tried an effort there, and that is really good. And really, out of this six strong midfield, I think it's fair to say, any of them can score goals. I mean, you know, you've seen all season, maybe not Myler as much, but Colkett, Naismith, Chaplin, the Beater and Long have all scored goals. And that really helps. And, you know, you get the odd one from a defender, and that just really helps us out, you know, in terms of goal scoring, rather than having to rely on one person up front to score the goals. And that's really good. But at half-time now, anyway, it's 1-1. And this isn't going too badly. It was just a shock at the start to be 1-0 down within about 25 seconds. But we start the second half anyway. Chaplin to Naismith, to Colkett, back to Thompson, and I don't think anything's going to happen. But it is my half-term next week. Actually, hold on, hold fire. Wiggins to Colkett, shoot. Oh, never mind, let's continue. It is my half-term next week, so I'm going to try and get a little bit ahead with FM content. And there will be a channel update next week, just to explain what's happening with the streams, and what I'm thinking of doing with all the FM series, because I can understand channel updates on these videos can be a little bit confusing, a little bit muddled, so I will clear it all up in the other videos. We will actually bring Dimitar Berbatov on and Mac Linden and see what they can do, and see if they can prove themselves. But I will do an official update video, as I said, next week. But apart from that, I'm just going to keep it simple with all the FM videos and the Ashes cricket videos, of course. And yeah, I think that's about it. But we are going to make another substitution. Now we'll bring Adam May on for Colkett, but he'll just play as a box-to-box midfielder. Yep, that's brilliant. We will put it on attacking because we want to go for the win here. You know, we're at home at the end of the day. And I hope that we can do it. So let's go route 1 and let's see what we can do. We've got 10 minutes left at Fratton Park. If we can make it 6 points out of 6 today, it would really help our push for promotion. Doesn't look like it's going to happen though here. Derby are going to hold out, I think. We've got a few seconds left. It looks like it could be a goal for them if nobody else. Vyman to Hansen. I think she's going to fizzle out for a draw. Wisdom to Thompson. Watmore, unless we completely chuck it up now. No, not quite. Watmore does try, but nothing comes of it. Hansen to Slavchev, is it? Not quite sure. A beater. Thought that might have been it. Berbatov to Wiggins. Nice ball through to Macklin. They're not going to have the time, though, I don't think. And that is the whistle blown. That's 4 points off our 2 games. 2 points per game on average, and apart from that mistake in the 25th second, we could have literally gone 6 points out of 6 days. So that is really important. We're now actually unbeaten in 5, which is actually quite impressive. That is 4 draws and a win, but regardless, we're unbeaten in 5 now, so that really helps. We're going to come back for 2 pretty big games, I think it's fair to say, next time. Brighton, which is actually on the telly, and then a game against Preston, who are in 7th in the Championship at the moment. So thank you guys for watching this video. Really appreciate your support on the previous videos, and apologies there wasn't an episode yesterday, but if you got to this point, you're seriously committed to the series, and that is really pleasing, so thank you very much, folks. Anyway, I've been TIJ, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys, whatever you watch next on the channel. I've been TIJ, and I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.